Ladies and gentlemen of distinction, brothers of ambition, lend me your ears and your hearts, for today we're going to have a conversation about truth. Not the watered down, feel good kind that tickles your ears, but the raw, unfiltered, unshakable truth that demands your attention and commands your respect. Here's the truth, gentlemen: life will not hand you success. It won't dress it up in a fancy suit and tie it with a bow. No, sir. Life is going to make you fight for it. It's going to make you sweat for it, bleed for it, and sometimes it's going to knock you flat on your back. And in that moment, when the wind's been knocked out of your lungs, you've got a choice to make. Do you stay down or do you rise up? You see, gentlemen, the world is filled with excuses. I couldn't because of him. I wouldn't because of them. But let me tell you something: excuses are the shackles that bind the small-minded. A man who lives on excuses will never walk tall, never break barriers, never see beyond the walls others have built for him. The truth is, greatness is a lonely road. It's not crowded because most people don't have the courage to walk it. They're too busy looking for shortcuts, too afraid of the work, the sacrifice, the discipline. But you've got a fire in you, you've got a vision, a purpose. That's why you're here. That's why you're listening. Now, don't get me wrong, there will be doubters. There will be naysayers. People will whisper, "Who does he think he is?" Let them talk. Let them doubt. Let their words fuel your resolve, because the truth doesn't need their approval. It doesn't need validation. It stands tall on its own, unshaken, unmovable. Gentlemen, you've got to decide today, right now: are you going to chase comfort or are you going to chase greatness? Are you going to settle for good enough? Or are you going to reach for what's extraordinary? Because here's the truth: the man you are today is the man who will define your tomorrow. So I challenge you to walk out of here with purpose. Walk out of here with conviction. Let the world see the man who refuses to quit, who refuses to compromise, who refuses to back down. Stand tall. Speak truth. Live boldly. Because when your time comes, and it will come, the world will remember you not for what you said, but for what you did. Success isn't given, it's earned through relentless effort, resilience, and discipline. Excuses are the chains of mediocrity. Break free from them and take ownership of your journey. Few choose the path of hard work, integrity, and sacrifice. Be prepared to walk alone if necessary, for the road to greatness isn't crowded. Life's challenges aren't there to break you, but to shape you. Your response to setbacks defines the man you are and the legacy you leave behind. Doubters and critics will always exist, but their words hold no power unless you allow them to. Let their skepticism fuel your determination. True fulfillment comes from pursuing purpose, not settling for comfort. Greatness requires stepping out of the familiar and embracing discomfort as a catalyst for growth. Greatness lies within every man willing to rise to the occasion. Seize the moment, act boldly, and live with conviction to leave an indelible mark on the world. Life is an arena where effort is the currency of success, and excuses are merely whispers in the wind. From the moment we open our eyes to the possibilities around us, we are faced with choices that define who we are and what we become. The truth is simple yet profound: life does not owe anyone anything. It is not a system of entitlement, but a platform for action, a stage for those who are willing to step up and perform. Effort is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Excuses, on the other hand, are the silent killers of ambition, the seeds of regret that take root when action is left undone. Effort requires a mindset of responsibility. It begins with the understanding that nothing worth having comes without a price. This price isn't always monetary. Often it is paid with time, energy, and unwavering commitment. It's about showing up not just when it's easy or convenient, but especially when it's hard. There's no room for shortcuts when the goal is excellence. The world doesn't reward intentions, it rewards results. And results are born from persistence, the daily grind of doing what others want to achieve what others can't. Effort is not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about waking up each day and deciding to give your best, no matter how small that step forward might seem. There will be days when the weight of the world feels unbearable, when the odds seem insurmountable, and the voice in your head urges you to quit. But those are the moments that define you. True effort is born in adversity, in the ability to push forward when every fiber of your being screams to stop. It's the willingness to try, fail, and try again, because each attempt brings you closer to success. Excuses often masquerade as valid reasons. They might take the form of a lack of time, resources, or support. But history is filled with examples of individuals who rose above circumstances that others would have deemed impossible. It's not the situation that determines success, it's the mindset. Where one man sees obstacles, another sees opportunities. Effort doesn't wait for perfect conditions, it creates them. It doesn't rely on external factors, it draws strength from within. Effort demands accountability. It requires you to look in the mirror and own your choices, your actions, and their consequences. There's no one to blame when effort is the guiding principle. It's about understanding that your life is a direct reflection of the energy you invest in it. If you want more, you must do more. If you aim higher, you must climb higher. The equation is simple but non-negotiable. Effort also builds resilience. The more you strive, the more you learn to endure. Each challenge overcome adds to your strength. Each failure survived adds to your wisdom. Over time, effort transforms not just your circumstances, but your character. It instills discipline, perseverance, and a sense of purpose. It teaches you that success isn't a destination, but a journey, one that requires constant movement and growth. Excuses, conversely, erode potential. They create a mindset of victimhood where success is seen as something that happens to others, not something you can create for yourself. They feed the illusion that the problem lies outside of you, when in reality, the power to change lies within. Excuses are easy, but they come at a heavy cost. They rob you of the satisfaction that comes from knowing you gave your all, from standing tall in the face of challenges and declaring, "I did that." Effort is a daily choice. It's waking up with determination and going to bed with satisfaction, knowing you moved the needle, even if just a little. It's about taking responsibility for your dreams and refusing to let excuses derail them. It's not about talent or luck, it's about the willingness to work, to keep going when others stop, and to believe in the power of action. Life demands effort, not because it is cruel, but because it knows effort is the only path to true fulfillment. Greatness is not a journey traveled by the faint of heart. It is a path that calls to those who dare to dream bigger, strive harder, and stand apart from the crowd. But in that pursuit, one often finds solitude. The road to greatness is not crowded, not because it is hidden, but because the courage, discipline, and persistence it demands deter many from even taking the first step. It is a lonely road, not in the sense of isolation, but in the way it separates you from the familiar, the comfortable, and the ordinary. Those who embark on this journey quickly realize that greatness comes with sacrifices. Relationships, routines, and even the comforting rhythms of everyday life may need to be left behind. Friends who once cheered you on might start to question your choices. They may not understand why you push so hard, why you work so late, or why you're willing to endure so much. It's not that they mean harm, it's just that the vision you hold is yours alone. It's a fire that burns within you, one that others cannot always see or feel. This solitude can be daunting, but it is also clarifying. It strips away distractions and forces you to confront your purpose, your resilience, and your willingness to keep moving forward despite the odds. The loneliness of the road is compounded by the fact that greatness often requires decisions that others won't agree with or even comprehend. These decisions are rarely easy. They involve risk, uncertainty, and the possibility of failure. The world around you might offer safer paths, ones lined with comfort and predictability. But the pursuit of greatness demands that you resist these temptations. It calls for unwavering focus and an unshakable belief in your goals, even when those around you waver or doubt. Greatness also requires a level of discipline that can feel isolating. While others are out enjoying themselves, indulging in leisure, or taking the easy route, you are working, you are studying, training, creating, perfecting your craft. You are making choices that set you apart, and those choices can feel isolating because they separate you from the crowd. The late nights, the early mornings, the missed celebrations, they all add up to a sense of being on a different wavelength from those around you. But this discipline is not a punishment, it is the foundation of your success. It is what builds the skills, habits, and mindset that will carry you to the heights you aspire to reach. Along this journey, there will be moments of doubt, times when the weight of solitude feels unbearable. You may question whether the sacrifices are worth it, whether the dream you're chasing is even attainable. These moments are a test of your character and your resolve. Greatness is not achieved by those who never feel doubt, but by those who refuse to let it stop them. In these times, the loneliness of the road becomes a crucible, forging your strength and determination. The loneliness of the road to greatness is not without its rewards, though. As you advance, you begin to see the fruits of your labor. You realize that the solitude has given you something precious: clarity. It has allowed you to see what truly matters, to focus on your goals without the noise of others' opinions or expectations clouding your vision. It has taught you to rely on yourself, to trust your instincts, and to value your own voice above all others. There is also a deep sense of fulfillment that comes from knowing you are walking a path that few dare to take. The sacrifices you make, the challenges you face, and the loneliness you endure all become part of your story, a testament to your strength and commitment. The road to greatness may be lonely, but it is also transformative. It shapes you into a person capable of achieving what once seemed impossible. The truth is, the loneliness of this road is not permanent. Along the way, you will encounter others who understand your journey, who share your drive and determination. These individuals may be few, but they are kindred spirits who will inspire and challenge you. Their presence will remind you that while greatness may be a lonely road, it is not an empty one. You are not alone in your pursuit. You are part of a select group of individuals who refuse to settle for less than their best. Adversity is a force that no one escapes, yet it is also one of life's greatest teachers. It reveals truths about who we are and what we are capable of enduring. It strips away pretense and comfort, leaving us face to face with our raw, unguarded selves. It is through these moments of struggle that our character is shaped, refined, and strengthened. Adversity is not an obstacle meant to defeat us, but a forge designed to transform us into stronger, wiser, and more resilient individuals. When life is easy, when everything is going as planned, there is little room for growth. Comfort, while enjoyable, breeds complacency. It is in the challenges, the setbacks, and the moments of uncertainty that we are pushed to grow. Adversity forces us to confront our weaknesses, to acknowledge our fears, and to find solutions we didn't know existed. It demands that we dig deep, uncovering reserves of strength and resilience that would have remained dormant in easier times. One of the most significant ways adversity builds character is by teaching perseverance. When faced with difficulty, the instinct may be to retreat, to give up, or to search for an easier way out. But those who choose to endure, who push through the discomfort, discover the power of persistence. They learn that even the darkest storms eventually pass, and with each step forward, they grow stronger. This resilience becomes a cornerstone of their character, a trait that will serve them in future challenges. Perseverance is not just about surviving adversity, it is about thriving in its aftermath, emerging with a newfound belief in one's ability to endure and overcome. Adversity also fosters humility. It reminds us that no matter how skilled, intelligent, or prepared we may be, there will always be forces beyond our control. Life's challenges can bring even the most confident among us to our knees, teaching us the value of humility and the importance of empathy. When we face our own struggles, we become more understanding of others' hardships. Adversity has a way of softening the edges of arrogance and broadening the scope of compassion. It connects us to the shared human experience of struggle, reminding us that we are not alone in our difficulties. Another way adversity shapes character is by sharpening our problem-solving skills. Challenges often come with no clear solutions, forcing us to think creatively, adapt, and innovate. These moments of uncertainty test our ability to remain calm under pressure and to approach problems with a clear mind. Over time, these experiences build confidence in our decision-making abilities and teach us that we are capable of navigating even the most complex situations. Adversity encourages resourcefulness, a trait that can only be developed through direct experience with difficulty. Adversity also reveals our inner strength. In the midst of challenges, it can be easy to doubt ourselves, to question whether we have what it takes to overcome. But time and time again, adversity shows us that we are stronger than we think. It reminds us that the human spirit is remarkably resilient, capable of enduring and thriving even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Each challenge we overcome adds to our sense of self-worth and belief in our abilities. Perhaps most importantly, adversity builds character by teaching us the importance of integrity. When faced with challenges, we are often confronted with choices that test our values and principles. Do we take the easy way out, or do we stand firm in what we believe? Do we compromise our morals for convenience, or do we stay true to who we are? These moments define us. They show the world and ourselves what we are made of. Adversity has a way of clarifying our priorities and solidifying our commitment to what truly matters. The voices of naysayers are among the most persistent sounds you will hear on the journey toward your goals. They whisper doubts, shout criticisms, and often come cloaked in the guise of concern or practicality. These voices can be from strangers, acquaintances, or even those closest to you. They question your abilities, challenge your ambitions, and sometimes mock your dreams. Yet the truth is clear: to achieve anything worthwhile, you must learn to ignore the naysayers. Their words are not a reflection of your potential, but of their limitations. Their doubts stem from their own fears, insecurities, and inability to see the vision that drives you. Naysayers often project their own failures and fears onto others. When someone tells you that your dream is impossible or that you'll never succeed, what they're really saying is that they couldn't imagine themselves doing it. They impose their own self-doubt onto you because your ambition challenges their comfort zone. Your willingness to take risks and aim higher reminds them of the chances they didn't take or the dreams they abandoned. Their negativity has little to do with you and everything to do with their internal struggles. Understanding this is key to not internalizing their skepticism. The path to success is rarely conventional, and those who stick to the well-trodden road often struggle to understand those who venture off it. The naysayers thrive in the world of the familiar, where risks are minimal and predictability reigns. They measure success by what has already been done, not by what could be. This is why they fail to see the potential in ideas or paths that deviate from the norm. They lack the imagination or courage to embrace the unknown. But that doesn't mean you should allow their limited perspective to constrain you. You have a unique vision, one that doesn't require their approval or validation. It's important to recognize that the loudest critics are often those who have achieved the least. People who are busy building their own dreams don't have time to tear down yours. Successful individuals understand the value of persistence, risk-taking, and resilience, so they rarely discourage others from pursuing their goals. In contrast, naysayers dwell in negativity, often because they're dissatisfied with their own lives. They seek to bring others down to their level because it validates their unwillingness to strive for more. You owe it to yourself not to be pulled into their orbit of doubt and mediocrity. Ignoring naysayers doesn't mean shutting out constructive criticism. There is a distinction between those who genuinely want to help you grow and those who only seek to diminish you. Constructive feedback is rooted in support, even when it highlights areas for improvement. It comes from people who believe in your potential and want to see you succeed. Naysayers, on the other hand, offer nothing constructive. Their comments are aimed at discouragement, not development. Learning to differentiate between the two allows you to grow from criticism while disregarding negativity. To silence the naysayers, you must cultivate unwavering self-belief. Confidence in your vision, abilities, and purpose is the armor that protects you from their doubts. This confidence doesn't come from arrogance, but from the work you put into your goals. Every step you take toward your dream, every challenge you overcome, and every skill you master builds the foundation of belief in yourself. When you know you're doing the work, the opinions of those who aren't contributing to your journey hold little weight. The more progress you make, the more vocal the naysayers may become. Success has a way of attracting criticism, often from those who feel threatened or envious. This is a sign that you're doing something right. The attention of naysayers means you're making an impact, challenging the status quo, and standing out. Rather than being discouraged by their negativity, use it as motivation. Let their doubts fuel your determination to prove them wrong, not to spite them, but to affirm your own capabilities. Surrounding yourself with positivity is another powerful way to counteract the effects of naysayers. Seek out people who uplift and encourage you, those who share your vision or understand the challenges you face. These individuals don't have to be cheerleaders, but they should be supporters, people who believe in your ability to overcome obstacles and achieve greatness. Their encouragement will drown out the noise of the naysayers, reminding you that you're not alone in your journey. Ignoring the naysayers isn't just about shutting out negativity, it's about focusing your energy where it matters, on your goals, your growth, and your belief in what's possible. The opinions of those who don't understand your journey have no bearing on your destination. You have the power to prove that their doubts were nothing more than noise, and that your potential was always far greater than they imagined. Choosing purpose over comfort is not an easy path, but it is the only path that leads to fulfillment. Comfort, while tempting, is a trap, a cozy but stagnant space where growth is stifled and potential remains unrealized. Purpose, on the other hand, is the driving force that propels us to stretch beyond our limits, to confront challenges head-on, and to create a life that resonates with meaning. While comfort lulls us into complacency, purpose awakens our deepest passions and motivates us to push forward, even when the road is hard. Living for comfort is deceptively appealing. It offers a sense of safety, predictability, and ease. In comfort, there is no fear of failure, no risk of rejection, and no demands for sacrifice. But this safety comes at a cost. Comfort robs us of the opportunity to grow. It keeps us rooted in the familiar, even when the familiar no longer serves us. It whispers that it's okay to settle, to stay where we are, even if it means abandoning the dreams and aspirations that once ignited our hearts. A life lived solely for comfort is a life half-lived, devoid of the depth and richness that comes from pursuing something greater than ourselves. Purpose is the antidote to the allure of comfort. It is the reason we rise each morning with determination and the anchor that steadies us through life's storms. Purpose gives us direction, clarity, and a sense of responsibility. It reminds us that our lives are not just about what we can gain, but also about what we can contribute. When we live with purpose, we align our actions with our values, creating a sense of harmony between who we are and who we strive to be. This alignment fuels us with energy and resilience, allowing us to persevere when circumstances are difficult. The pursuit of purpose often requires stepping out of our comfort zones. It demands that we face uncertainty, embrace challenges, and risk failure. These experiences are not easy, but they are necessary. Growth does not happen in the absence of struggle, it happens because of it. Each obstacle overcome, each fear confronted, and each setback endured brings us closer to realizing our potential. Purpose challenges us to become more than we thought we could be, to strive for excellence rather than settle for mediocrity. It teaches us that the discomfort of the moment is a small price to pay for the long-term satisfaction of knowing we gave our all. Living with purpose also means making sacrifices. It might mean giving up immediate gratification for the sake of a larger goal. It might mean working long hours, enduring criticism, or saying no to distractions that pull us away from our vision. These sacrifices can be difficult, but they are also liberating. They free us from the superficial pursuits that fail to satisfy and redirect our energy toward what truly matters. Purpose transforms sacrifices into investments, reminding us that the rewards of a meaningful life far outweigh the temporary discomforts along the way. Purpose also brings a sense of fulfillment that comfort cannot match. Comfort may provide fleeting moments of pleasure, but purpose offers lasting satisfaction. It gives us a sense of accomplishment, knowing that our efforts are contributing to something greater than ourselves. Purpose connects us to a larger narrative, reminding us that our lives have significance and that our actions can make a difference. It fills our days with meaning, turning even the smallest tasks into stepping stones toward a greater goal. Choosing purpose over comfort also impacts those around us. When we live with purpose, we inspire others to do the same. Our determination, passion, and resilience become a source of motivation for those who witness our journey. By pursuing our goals with integrity and dedication, we create a ripple effect, encouraging others to rise to their own potential. Purpose is not just a personal endeavor, it is a legacy we leave behind, a testament to the impact one life can have on the world. There will be times when the pull of comfort feels almost irresistible, when the challenges of living with purpose seem too great. In these moments, it is crucial to remember why we started. The pursuit of purpose is not without its hardships, but it is also not without its rewards. Each step forward, no matter how difficult, brings us closer to a life of authenticity, meaning, and impact. Comfort may offer a temporary reprieve, but it cannot replace the deep satisfaction that comes from knowing we are living in alignment with our true selves. Greatness is not something reserved for a select few. It is a birthright, an inherent potential lying dormant within each person, waiting to be awakened. Claiming your greatness is not about arrogance or entitlement. It is about recognizing the unique gifts, talents, and purpose you bring to the world. It requires stepping out of the shadows of doubt and stepping into the light of your possibilities. Greatness does not announce itself. It waits for you to seize it, to own it, and to live it unapologetically. The first step in claiming your greatness is belief. You must believe that you are capable of extraordinary things, even when circumstances or others suggest otherwise. This belief is not about dismissing challenges or pretending that success comes easily. It is about understanding that greatness resides in your ability to persist, to learn, and to grow. It is about knowing that you have the power to shape your destiny no matter where you start or what obstacles stand in your way. Belief in your potential is the foundation upon which all greatness is built. Claiming greatness requires action. Dreams and aspirations are meaningless without the work to back them up. It's not enough to think about your potential or to hope for a better future. Greatness demands effort, discipline, and a relentless commitment to your goals. It means showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it, even when progress seems slow. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to realizing your potential. Greatness is not a single moment of triumph, but a series of consistent, deliberate actions that accumulate over time. In the pursuit of greatness, fear is inevitable. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of stepping into the unknown will try to hold you back. But greatness is not achieved by avoiding fear, it is achieved by facing it. Fear is a signal that you are stepping out of your comfort zone, that you are pushing boundaries and challenging limits. It is a sign that you are on the right path. To claim your greatness, you must embrace fear as part of the journey, using it as fuel rather than a barrier. Doubt is another companion on the road to greatness. It whispers questions like, who are you to dream so big? Or what makes you think you can succeed? These doubts are not truths, they are distractions. They are echoes of insecurity that arise when you are daring to be more than you were yesterday. The key to overcoming doubt is to focus on progress rather than perfection. Celebrate the small victories, learn from setbacks, and remind yourself that every great achievement started with someone who refused to let doubt dictate their future. Another essential part of claiming your greatness is rejecting the need for external validation. Greatness is not about applause or recognition, it is about fulfilling your potential for its own sake. It is about living authentically in alignment with your values and passions, regardless of whether others understand or approve. The journey to greatness is often lonely, not because people are against you, but because your vision is uniquely yours. You must trust your inner compass, knowing that your greatness does not depend on the opinions of others. Claiming greatness also means embracing failure as part of the process. Failure is not the opposite of greatness, it is a stepping stone toward it. Each failure teaches valuable lessons, builds resilience, and sharpens your focus. The most successful people in history are not those who never failed, but those who refused to let failure define them. They saw setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow, using each stumble as a chance to rise stronger. To claim your greatness, you must redefine failure, seeing it not as an endpoint, but as a necessary part of the journey. Greatness requires vision. You must have a clear sense of what you want to achieve and why it matters. This vision acts as a guiding star, keeping you focused when distractions arise or motivation wanes. It gives your efforts purpose and ensures that your actions are aligned with your goals. A strong vision inspires not only you but also those around you, creating a ripple effect that amplifies your impact. Greatness is not achieved by wandering aimlessly, but by pursuing a clear and meaningful path. Greatness is within you. It is not something you need to find or earn, it is something you must claim. By believing in your potential, taking action, embracing fear and failure, and remaining true to your vision, you can step into the greatness that has always been yours. The world is waiting for you to show up fully, to share your unique gifts, and to leave your mark. All you have to do is decide that you are worthy and then take the first step.